Hello gamers! What's up everyone? How are we doing today? We are live on Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 and we're very excited to hop into our daily stratagems. Finally gotten to the purple tier, which is the Artificer tier of bolt rifle. So eventually I'm gonna get all the way up here. What's up, Jay? How you doing? Iceman. Hang on, my earbuds are being weird today. How you doing, Iceman? Got a new A platinum haircut. What do you mean? What do you mean? What does that mean? I just feel like I got a default thing going on. What's up, Christopher? Chillin', man. Long day. I guess Iceman likes the cut, man. Yeah, if you're around, want to jump in? We're just gonna run some stratagems and you know, maybe some siege if there's time. Do some horde. A negative fade. What? Oh my god, dude. What is a negative fade? Who's to say? Very odd. Okay. Got fixed my audio situation. Allegedly. Anyway, working on the Artificer. The Homekeepers. Our standard Space Marine. No, we stay with the equipment charge. So he's 13. Vanguard's back at 1. Sniper, heavy. I kind of want to see if we can max out Bulwark today. How was Arc Raiders? It's pretty good. I think it really hinges on like I don't know, like playing it solo with randos was like your typical extraction shooter thing where it's like, oh, I'm ready to leave. Everyone else is like, you know, looting or there's like no sense of direction, like, you know, someone will lead the way for a bit and then they'll just like drop off and then I'll start leading the way and it's like, yeah, it's kind of weird. But like with a team, it could be pretty awesome. I didn't even, like, I wanted to go like battle the robots, but I didn't play long enough and I just got kind of bored. I got like over encumbered because I had a full inventory and I didn't realize it, like it slows down like your sprint speed and all that stuff. So I was like, I'm just gonna leave. So I guess I got out with some loot. Like it's a game I'm really interested in, but it's the PvP end of things where I'm just like, okay, you know, they started this as a PvE game, then they changed their minds because they say it was like boring or that it wouldn't. I think what it actually is it's a replayability thing. Like, for example, battle royales have infinite replayability because it's so unpredictable. You never know what other players will do. So I think that's why they shifted from, because originally it was a looter shooter, a la Destiny or The Division, and then they shifted it to be an extraction shooter. So it almost still ends up being a looter shooter. It's just a little different, slightly different. All right, let's start up our first match here. This one has armor malfunction. Dodge rolls cause you to take damage, but ability charge restoration is significantly faster. That's on Reliquary. On Termination, we have no gun strikes, and ability charge restoration is faster. Lastly, Exfiltration. Don't play as Vanguard, because less health, less damage, and Imperial troopers will back us up. On hard mode, we have no gun strike on Reliquary. Equipment cannot be used. That means no grenades, no melt-a-bombs. Ammo reserve is doubled, and melee range damage increases. Bonus switches every 15 seconds. Obelisk, as squad members can only see 30 meters in front of them. This is really fun, especially on Obelisk. Major's enemies increase. Range damage less than 10 meters, 75%. It just sounds like they're stalling for ideas. Yeah. Inferno ability charge is restored only by kills. Major's enemies increased. Melee range damage increase. Bonus switches every 15 seconds. So we'll hit Reliquary. Yeah, like, and that was a change that they made quite a while ago to Arc Raiders. Because I've been following the game pretty aggressively. I watch a lot of Aztecross on YouTube, and he's he's a big Destiny streamer and all that. But with Destiny kind of falling off a little bit, he's gotten into like covering the marathon drama, and then of course Arc Raiders, and then really enjoyed that, and so I keep up with all the Arc Raiders news and drama. They lost writers for the content they had, right? It could be anything, dude. Yeah, but I just feel like saying a PvE looter shooter or PvE content in general is boring. That sounds very short-sighted, right? Like, this is PvE, and it has a PvP mode. Helldivers is completely PvE and has no PvP whatsoever, and they said, hey, it doesn't fit in our world. It's something we're never gonna do. So I don't know if Arc Raiders is saying the same thing. But I was following some people that were kind of talking about that on Twitter, and I was like, I like that there's people sort of questioning like the PvE-ness of the game. Yeah, it's the whole no one plays single player games, and then you look at the statistics and it's like, oh, literally everybody plays single player games. We all love single player games. It's like there's a time and a place. There's a time to play with friends and enemies and all that. God, the range of that is insane. Sorry about that.
Lend me your aid, brothers. I shall never let a rather fall. Brotherhood prevails. Betray a scum for what they deserve. For the Emperor!
I don't know what happened there, but I lost all my health. And then he died.
Your demeanor is a light in the darkest hour.
Okay.
I am glad to have you at my side.
Will there be a player-based trading system in Arc Raiders?
When compared to your tenacity.
From what I know, that is not in the game. Although it has that same Escape from Tarkov, you know, you go into each person's store and you do quests for them. So it does have that same UI, but
gear acquired.
I don't know that that's a consideration. I have found, because I always talk about Destiny. Destiny, the developers, very early on at Bungie, they sat down with the devs of World of Warcraft. And they sat down with them, and they asked them, they were like, hey, should we allow players to like trade weapons and stuff? And they said, take our advice, don't do it. And my comment is 90% of the time, it fucks up the economy. It fucks up the economy. Now, is it great for what you brought up, where it's like, oh man, I lost all my gear. It'd be nice to go to an auction house and be able to get back some of my gear, you know? But the thing is, sometimes that's a feature in extraction shooters, but it's not a requirement of an extraction shooter to have said feature. I'm gonna grab all the stims, man, because I got mortal wounds. I would say no. I would say it would be a horrible idea, because I just always see how it's going to be taken advantage of. There's always going to be players that are gonna, you know, be like, oh, just put this up in the auction house. Now you can get this exotic weapon, you know, for 1,000 coins. It's just gonna unbalance everything, and people won't engage with the quests in game and grind for gear, you know, the way the devs want you to, because they're just gonna go with whatever the player economy offers. So I mean, for Destiny, for example, it would just, like, if you could just go buy an exotic weapon, if you could just go buy the Gallarhorn, you wouldn't even do the quest, and you wouldn't have earned it. You just buy it. Yep. Yeah, and it's a lot. A trade system is not easy to balance. It's not easy to keep it fair, because, you know, there's going to be no lifer players that are going to, you know, somehow take advantage of that to max out their funds or whatever they get. I just see it as a net negative for almost every game to do that.
I have restored power to the console.
Glory to the Omnissiah. Input request.
Grant us egress through this door.
Consecration.
Like, if the devs of World of Warcraft say, hey, it's a mistake, like, I feel like we should listen. I shouldn't have dropped that
Authorization necessary. I, Captain Akaran, authorize the
because they have, like, one of the most famous and probably among the earliest trade systems in gaming.
Dispatching attendant.
And it just depends what type of game you want to make, but, I mean, for Tarkov, I guess it kind of works, but it ain't easy, and it's not good to go in blind, you know, kind of ill-advised on it. You would really want to make sure that you're doing it right if you are going to do it. You can't half-ass it. You know, it's not something that you want to be patching years later.
Changing magazine.
Be like, oh, sorry guys, this has destabilized our entire trading system, so we're gonna turn it off for like 6 weeks. Like, yeah, and especially at launch with a game like Arc Raiders, if you want everyone to be on a fair level playing field at launch, you definitely gotta not have a trading system, I would feel. But maybe I'm biased. Maybe that's just the way I like my games. I feel like that brings in a lot of unfair factors, and I see the worst in players because that's how they play. I see what players did to Gears of War. I see what they've done with Fortnite. I see how Call of Duty has changed to just be drop shots and slides, and, you know, it's all about min-maxing your movements and stuff. Like, I don't know, it's like once you let players do certain things, like, they 100% take advantage of it. And I mean, you can't really blame them.
Burial. Now remains to be transferred. Proceeding on.
What have you taken? I didn't want. I've been stealing those here. I don't know. Like if I saw that show up in Destiny or The Division, I would be pretty upset if there was a
bones lie in perpetual grace, the slumber promised
trading
to all.
system that made
Browsing
things,
catafalque
you know,
remains
unbalanced.
overdue for reconsecration and reburial. By the machine god's will, let it be done. This tomb's rest ends.
And I guess that's another system I didn't get to engage in too much, was like, I bought some from some of the quest givers, and I did some of their quests, but yeah, for a beta, it's a lot to learn, like, where do you scavenge metal? Where do you scavenge, you know? Whatever. Magazines, who knows?
Rest well, honored dead. You will not be joining me.
I don't know, maybe we'll pick it up, but it would depend if we have a squad. 'Cause it's I don't think the game's gonna be very fun as a solo player. And I didn't have my mic on. I was trying to figure it out and it wasn't working. I was trying to figure out a solution for Xbox to like plug it in, turn on the mic.
Destroy that monstrosity! Friendly fire! Fresh magazine! Traitorous scum!
And I mean, I read a bunch of stories online about how, you know, people were like, hey, want to team up, and then got betrayed, and,
Let the Helldrake be,
you know, and then there's stories of how teams of 3 or 4 teamed up and battled something together. Like, that's what you want. Those are like the ideal moments. But then there's also going to be the content creators that just like betray people so they can get a good clip out of it, you know? Which I understand. I am a content creator as well. So, you know, preaching to the choir here, maybe.
It is on an attack vector! Pyrogenic bombardment incoming! Withstand the heat and keep
I'm gonna
moving!
grab this.
Helldrake approach!
I just think you want the loot to be rewarding, and you want people to go in and lose their loot and continue to like grind for more of it. So you don't. And I noticed that Arc Raiders doesn't have the Apex Legends like, oh, you could buy yourself back in. It's like, no, once you're down or you're dead or whatever, it's over. And I think that's a fair way to handle that as well. You don't want to make anything.
Dispensing stims!
And that's, I guess that's the nature of the extraction shooter genres, is, you know, that die-hard, oh man, I went in there, lost everything. You know, I put it all on the line, and this is what happened. Or like, oh, I thought we were done for, and we just barely made it. You know, it's those big moments that people talk about. So, if a player just goes, man, we lost, that was brutal. Now we have to just go buy everything back. Super easy, no sense of loss, you know? It's going to encourage more people to play in a PvP way if there's no gamble to losing their gear as well.
Check your aim! Swapping magazine! Picking up extra in cash here.
What's this guy doing?
Fresh magazine in.
Yeah, I think he's finally. Oh, he's got a Terminator.
All specs taking a Scarab Terminator. Astartes! Repel the heretic filth! Watch your fire, brother! Purge the hellspawn!
Now I'm like stun locked.
Rearming. Setting thermal charge. Spear carrier in sight. Heresy enters this Reloading. Refilling magazines. Acknowledged and ready. Incoming! Improvised shelter. Get behind those rock piles. For the Emperor!
Balefire barrage imminent.
Here it comes.
Take cover! Brace for heat! Gauntlet running maneuvers complete.
Oh, he just went for it.
Advance to position. Battle, brother. Medical supplies up.
Objective sighted. Beacon is corrupting the Ecclesiarchy Cathedral. This sanctum is profaned by dark energies. Please perform cleansing rites. Awaiting protocols. Saint Lankai's chosen relics radiate a pristine aura.
Swapping magazine.
Path ahead. Glass panel displays a sigil. Praise be to the Omnissiah. Interact with corresponding sigil to perform cleanse.
Cleanse.
Success.
Cleansing rites successful. Your deeds will be immortalized in the archives.
Acknowledged. Proceeding to primary objective.
Medical war. The Helldrake makes its last stand here. Use every tactic to slay the beast. The beast protects the thief. We will eliminate them both.
beacon sighted. Eliminating heretic defenses. Confirm sigils at once.
The altars appear to be content.
Avoid Helldrake assault. That's the correct sigil.
Patience, brothers. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. The Saint sigils are the key to the altars.
The ritual was performed correctly.
Focus now, brothers, and prepare to strike. The Helldrake is once again in purpose.
St. Lankai will improve our tactical efficacy. Hold fast, brothers!
All specs ready to scan. Memorize the glowing seeds. Incoming Helldrake attack! Find the sigils of St. Lankai. Changing magazine.
Purification inbound, I presume.
Helldrake strike imminent.
St. Lankai's relics have rendered the Helldrake trail. Patience, brothers.
This is
Slow
gonna take a
smooth,
while.
Smooth is fast.
The other guy, or the heavy, the heavy quit, and he brought the multi-melta.
It seeks the
Fucking
cleaver.
useless, dude.
Ready to deploy. All specs deep scan ready. Chapter Master will want to see this. We must beseech the Saint's aid, brothers.
Avoid Helldrake assault.
All the quicker with the Saint's guidance. Wait until the relic's power weakens its silence that sorcery spewing wretch. Writhe in agony, chaos punk.
Helldrake strike imminent.
Memorize the glowing waste not this chance! Weapons hot! The Helldrake is once again in purpose. All specs ready to scan. Balefire assault! Symbols are a match.
Purification
Now, brothers. strike. Avoid Helldrake assault. Transitions at once.
Destroy that monstrosity!
Full specs to try.
Hold fast, brothers.
Fucking lost the gene seed. Wasn't even that close.
Assuring mission readiness. My thanks to you, brother. Helldrake strike imminent.
Never bomb prime! This monstrosity is dead! That's the correct sigil! Incoming Helldrake attack! Find the sigils of Saint Lankard! That's the correct sigil! Balefire assault!
Helldrake is holding.
None.
Might as well toss it duty! Saint Lankard's relics were known to stave off war. It sinks the cleavers! The altars appear to be content. I will not yield to the Prospect's deep scan ready. Your miserable life ends in disgrace. You must beseech the Saints' aid, brothers. Incoming Helldrake attack! Fresh magazine in. Justice for turning against your brothers. Balefire assault! Wait until the relic's power weakens its time. We did it!
St. Lankard's relic weaponry was
Oh
effective.
my god, dude.
We have slain the
Harry is insane. The guy quit. So now we have to wait. Yikes. Alright. Okay. 15. Bulwark is 18. Let's see if we can keep up the grind here.
The Tyranids have already established their capillary towers. They mean to harvest. A Cadian platoon has taken up position near an abandoned Imperial fortress. Their weapons will lead the counterattack. The Cadian commander can brief you on the fortress's current status.
The will pay for what they have done here. We must get down there, brothers. The Cadians will only last so long against that brute.
The fortress's Icarus las cannons are strong enough to bring down that beast and the towers. Even with your aid, we do not have the forces to penetrate the main gate. You will need another way in.
Our thanks. We shall handle the Hierophant from here.
This path will lead you into the jungle and towards the fortress. May the Emperor grant you success.
Cadian said this is our way forward. Captain, we are leaving the Cadian position to seek a way to access the fortress's cannons.
The front gate is inaccessible, so you must enter from below. Fortress schematics show a waste reclamation center. Travel beneath the Tyranid and up into the fortress.
Waste reclamation.
As soon as it is, then.
Xenos approaching! Throwing frag grenade!
Oh yeah, no gun strikes.
Does anything dampen that spirit of yours?
Never, brother. And I have killed anything that was thought to try. Neuron road sighted. Aim for its head. Pathetic serial bombing. Dropping magazine. Enhanced visuals throwing frag grenade. Reloading. Fiber
Tried to
bundles
roll.
failing.
I will heal you in no time.
I thank all specs triumph. Cleansed of the foul Xenos presence. Disgusting Tyranid stuff. I must reload. Changing magazine. Terminated. Rearming.
Your target acquisition to hit ratio is surprisingly high, Straben, considering it looks like you fire once and into a horde. I focus on efficiency and ammunition conservation. That is all. I see. No response to my subtle jest. No. I appreciate the way you curate your talents.
Fresh magazine in. This kindles my righteousness. Changing magazine. Commencing Auspex scan. Target mobilized reinforcements. Eliminated. Another Xenos bioform eliminated. Stay close and sharp. Picking up extra rounds. Resupply. Scipius, if you require a spotter, my Auspex is precisely tuned for target acquisition.
I have not needed someone to mark my targets since I was a scout.
Noted.
Wait, Valius. Can your device identify the weak points of today's foe?
Yes, and its machine spirit is vengeful.
Very well. In the name of
Easy.
brotherhood, you
Yo,
shall
appreciate
guide my
the subscription. Hope you're enjoying what we're doing today on the channel. We got some Warhammer
Auspex ready
40k
to scan.
Space Marine 2. We've been doing daily
magazine.
stratagems and weeklies, of course, as well.
A moment, brothers. Reloading.
Oh boy.
Auspex engaged. Grabbing her.
Oh, come on.
Arming melter bomb. I will not yield to your wounds. Dispensing stims. Changing magazine. Stim injection administered. That one for reinforcement. Stay dead, Rabbit. Pathetic Tyranid abomination. Captain, the Way Center entrance and our victory are right ahead.
The hive ships are moving into range of the deployed towers. We are in Kadaka's final hours.
Swapping magazine. Activating all specs above. frame.
They're trying to make me earn this
Will not be
GNC.
long now until we are in the
This is
fortress
crazy.
grounds. Injecting stims. No telling what surprises await.
Okay.
The machinery here lies dormant.
This whole system has been activated before we proceed. Head for the consoles.
Oh, our sniper is being replaced.
I alone must execute the Emperor's will. Fresh magazine in. We will not leave this place without awakening all the consoles.
Blessings extended to the slumbering unit. Awakening has begun.
Reloading.
Console has been reawakened. Functions restored.
Why would you do that? Just see a red barrel and the brain goes numb.
Vessel detected. Sharing the divine blessings of the machine god. Attention, ministers. Communication with console halted. Biological impurity detected. Invasive material must be removed prior to resumption.
Tyranid pollution ensnares the system.
You must find a dimension of your heart.
Imperium established. Transmission of blessing has commenced.
Ammunition captured.
Console operational. Connection to core controls established. Radio design. Restoration complete.
Systems were set. Let us open the fortress door. You are fertilizer now, Xenos. We have left the sewers behind and are in the fortress, Captain.
Head up to the cannons and remind the Xenos of whom they appear to attack.
Rearming. Picking up extra rounds. Melter bomb prime. Brother, why is it you do not approach all your duties with the same gusto as you engage the enemy?
How is it you can muster the same enthusiasm for command debriefings?
It is imperative we learn from our victories and our defeats.
I will fight on the battlefield. Learn from my action log.
Be ready. magazine. Fresh munitions. Swapping magazine. Disgusting Tyranid scum. Picking up extra rounds. That is our way to the battle, my brothers. Stay close and sharp.
Ready.
The Tyranids seem to know you're close. They are amassing at the fortress.
Then that is where they will die.
Ordnance on me. Got grenades here.
The Tyranid scourge towers above us, but not for long.
We must reach the fortress's weapons.
Calibrate your aim.
You are near the last cannons. You will need to find the manual controls to operate them. The controls on board will be fine.
Fresh magazine in.
Well, I guess we learned the range of this rifle.
We need those cannons active.
Cannons remain silent until the servo stud is connected to them.
Defensive cannons active. Targeting system non-function. Initializing secondary system. Dominion established. All specs connected. Targeting
Solid hit.
ministers. As you aim, the
The Hierophant aims its weapons at us.
system. Make your desire steady.
Do not become defiled by the Tyranid's explosions. That hurt it. Solid hit. It expelled it.
Defense cannons depleted. Engage auxiliary generators to resume fire.
Guns charged.
Cannons ready for the Imperium.
All specs and fortress communications. Communication is successful. Return to class.
Shitting me.
The Hierophant aims its weapons at us. Not hurt it. Keep space from the Tyranid's biological waste. Expels its pollution. Steer clear of its foul projectiles. Don't hurt it. The cannons require energy from the generators.
Generator is active. Charge restored. Resume the bombardment.
Remote system no longer detected. Engage console. Establishing system link has been established. Space connected.
It nears death. The Hierophant aims its weapons at us. Do not become defiled by the Tyranid's expulsions.
That was really efficient at the end there. Try that. I just happened to be at the generators that need to regen the last cannons. Perfect.
Information will be on a need-to-know basis.
Next scan, 4 seconds. Anyway. so much. Alright, don't be a vanguard, and we get Imperial troopers. I think this one will be easy.
Atmospheric conditions are
Vanguard
suboptimal to mission
and
deployment and
Bulwark.
evacuation. This is as close as I can get you to the Longinus Gamma facility.
Trigon encounter.
Take heed, Meridian. Trigon target acquisition vectors are unknown. Best to keep moving and stay together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter it from attack.
Traverse with caution, brothers.
Brace for the beast, but keep pressing forward. Close ransom tower.
We hold an indefensible position. No ground is safe below. We must keep moving.
Gun strikes are back.
Pathetic Tyranid abomination.
Troopers are here. What's up, buddy?
Tunnels towards our position.
We can hold this position. Reposition quickly and stay together.
Disgusting Tyranid scum. Changing magazine. That one calls for reinforcements.
Gonna happen. Yep.
Trigon assault incoming! Dig in and fortify this position. Equipment marked. Speed up and stay close.
Hurry! Close those gaps!
Brace yourself, brothers! More are incoming! Kill that foe, lest it summon aid! This location provides sufficient advantage against the tribe.
This is not good.
The lift station lies just ahead, Meridian. Considering the Trigon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's keep.
You heard the Magos brothers. Rally at the lift platform.
Hail, Wisdom. I have summoned the transport key. Magos Gallium. Remain patient. Transport can be bound.
Perplexing. I have transmitted no authorizations. This positioning is disadvantageous. Do not linger too long in any one spot.
Transport lift status. Incomprehensible. Begins, ceases. Begins, ceases.
Scrutinize every movement, brothers.
Exterminated.
Has arrived.
Rally at the lift.
Target area. Rally on my feet. Relief rally from the sun. Get free. Stay resolute. I require assistance.
Opera. The battle. Seek retribution.
No telling what surprises await.
I'm gonna kick it both.
Refuel.
Ignoel Metrian welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bioresearch Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
Never have I encountered a servo skull that speaks in such a manner.
There goes the gene
The servo
seed.
skull is enslaved to an unknown
These
master.
morons were hanging back so far at the
Irritant
beginning of the
signal
level.
silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing. Let us pray the Magos still controls the lift. A suggestion: abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Magos biologists. Do you know what Gallio and Metrian achieved together in the past? Ask about Project Zeta 6 if you ever speak to him again.
Were I bothered by the servo skull's incessant taunts, I would shoot it myself. Swapping magazine.
Anyone seen a servo skull exhibit such behavior before?
Servo skulls sound beyond their lifespan.
The world is seen of
We will get our chance at it, brothers.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Mitrium's mastery of Warhammer disruptive forces, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skin. Be warned, Viridian. Mitrium cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and stall in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servo skull as a crude mouthpiece. But give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake. And your own.
Understood, Lagos.
Time to seek the Emperor's guidance.
The Trigon moves to intercept us. Where the Trigon burrows, the swarm follows. Status. The facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Melter munition should be nearby.
Melter charge found.
Melter charge sourced, brothers. Place the melter.
They got there before me, so I just wasted all my time.
Xenos will never see daylight again.
Advance to the facility, but watch for the Trigon.
Primary here. We must proceed together. Stay close.
Inside the facility, you'll find Mitrium cowering in her data enclave.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you missed our barbaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to views of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stay on corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, that I must drag you back into the light.
I am wounded but unbroken. Picking up extra rounds. Check your aim.
Be your tomb.
We broke the Xenos.
3 meat lackeys seems like overkill, Galio. You think too highly of me. These poor, inert variables shall perish here, devoured by the Tyranids. And you do not care.
Mitrium shut down power to the uplink terminals. You must resupply the generator with a backup power zone. She hopes the Tyranids will annihilate you, but she underestimates the second company. Tactical pivot. Locate generator power zone.
I beseech you, Galio. Bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good Grox. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted. After the mind proves, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. shall die here, alone, in the dark.
These scars in the making.
Light and darkness. How easily flesh parts deceive their perception.
Disrupt her attempts to connect with our facility's network. Imperium will seize any opportunity to damage crucial data which would deem this mission a failure. Do not let her connect to the consoles.
Viridian is your safeguard, Mendos.
I am copies of copies, backups of backups, and I degrade not. You have already fallen.
Secure that console uplink. Rearming.
Task complete. Console uplink severed.
Return to Metrian's containment unit. See, Metrian, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hooks.
These tender claws of Astartes' flesh have accomplished nothing. Our imaginations are already achieving my designs. You are fools, peasants.
Science, Metrian. Meridian, confirm possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter.
Confirmed. We have the mind matter in hand.
Right.
Pilot, Meridian is ready for evacuation.
Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Viridian.
There is no turning back. I have been adversary conditions deteriorating.
This storm is unrelenting.
We are allies. Regroup at once. Fresh munitions.
For the Emperor!
Be ready.
I cannot land with that borrowing abomination lurking about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances.
mid-dodge roll.
Reloading ammunition. Back into them. Fresh magazine.
Tyranid emergence detected. Multi-charge requisition authorized.
Annihilate Tyranid rally points. Equipment there.
Obliterated Xenos life forms as well. Sear the hive burrow shut. Trident on the offensive.
Rearming. Suspects engaged. Melt them on fire. Brace for an assault from above. Reloading. Location locked. Second thermal specs prime. Check your aim.
Trigon kill confirmed. My congratulations, Meridian. The mission was a success, despite the odds. Negos, can you tell us why Mitrian...
Sorry, there'll be Cloudheim and Monster Underworld this evening. Didn't realize I was muted. Oopsie.